Hi, I'm Paul Clements.
And I'm Anne Clements. We're with the Suncoast Dancers of Powell River, British Columbia.
Welcome to our Learn Social Dance program.
This video contains sets of easy figures and routines in 7 popular dance rhythms. The video introduces dance terminology and technique.
Use this program to study at home or to complement your current dance lessons. We start this program by covering basic floor craft. We'll cover orientation on the dance floor, how you move around in progression on the dance floor, how to count music timing, and some common dance terminology. In our technique sessions, we will cover the difference between standard and Latin rhythms, what is a proper dance frame, how to use your feet and body, and a little bit on leading and following. We cover 4 Latin rhythms in our program. We'll start with rumba, then move on to cha-cha, American jive, and nightclub two-step. In our standard sections, we will cover waltz, foxtrot, and tango. In each rhythm, we'll teach and demonstrate the basic steps or figures. Then we'll teach 3 routines based on the figures taught. Then we'll show those routines in a dance. The dances are cued, so you can learn the routines and practice them at home. Now let's take a look at some general information about dancing that will help you understand some of the figures and routines we'll be teaching you in this DVD. The first thing you need to know is how you are oriented on the dance floor. This is different whether you're dancing a smooth or standard rhythm like waltz, foxtrot, or tango, or whether you're dancing one of the Latin rhythms. We'll start with the smooth rhythms. Waltz, foxtrot, and tango are generally danced in a counterclockwise fashion around the dance floor. By definition, we call that line of dance. So you'll progress counterclockwise around the dance floor as you dance these rhythms. If this is my line of dance, this is the direction I'll be dancing, counterclockwise around the floor. There are other compass bearings on the dance floor that you need to be aware of. The wall will be to my right. This will be my orientation towards wall. The center of the hall will be towards my left. This is orientation towards center of hall. And finally, if we're backing up line of dance, I'll be facing reverse line of dance. This is by convention called reverse. So the 4 compass bearings for alignment for the smooth rhythms are line of dance, reverse line of dance, center of hall, and wall.
The Latin dances, however, tend to be danced primarily in one place on the floor. Therefore, we call these spot dances or slot dances.
Another aspect of floor craft are the lead and trail hands and feet. By definition, the man's lead hand and lead foot are his left hand and left foot. The lady's lead hand and lead foot are her right hand and right foot. That way, when we step forward or back, the opposite feet are in action, and we don't step on each other's feet.
In this program, the instructions that we give are to the man. The woman will dance the opposite figures unless told otherwise. Anytime her steps differ from the man's, they will be explained as well. When you're in closed position, the women's steps are nearly always the opposite of the man's. Let's look at that.
By natural opposite, we mean that the lady will be taking a step in the opposite direction with the opposite foot that the man is taking. For example, if my left foot is free and I step forward, she will step back on her right. If my left foot is free and I step to the side to my left, she will step to the side on her right. This is what we mean by natural opposite footwork. Now we're going to talk about the concepts of turn and rotation. They're 2 different things. If I were facing line of dance and I was going to turn 1/4 left face, the alignment of my feet would change. Starting from facing the line of dance, they would end up facing 1/4 left face. So I'm going to turn 1/4 left face. My feet alignment has changed. Rotation, on the other hand, refers to the upper turn from your body's waist up and through your shoulders. So if this is my upper body and I'm rotating left face, you'll notice that my feet have not changed direction. I'm still facing 1/4 left face, but my feet have not changed. This is rotation, left face rotation. This is a left face turn. And as we go through and describe these figures to you, listen for the concepts of turn and the concepts of rotation.
When we turn in dance, we can turn either right or left. When you're told that you're doing a left turn, it means that you're going to be turning your whole body to your left side. And generally that means that your left shoulder will rotate backwards. A right turn is the opposite. Your whole body will rotate to the right side and your right shoulder will turn back. Now let's look at dance positions with your partner. There are several ways that partners can dance together. The most common one, and the one we're going to start with, is the closed position. When we dance in closed position, the woman is slightly on the man's right side so that her left shoulder is along his button line, or when Paul's dressed up, along his tie line. Then we're going to join hands. We start by having the man's hand rest on the woman's back just below her left shoulder, and the woman's hand rests on the man's shoulder or on his arm, depending upon the difference in length of the arms. But what you want is for the lady's elbow to be slightly below the man's elbow, and wherever your hand falls is the right place for your hand. The other hand, Paul will hold his hand up and provide a place for me to put my hand, and my hand just rests gently in that hand. You'll notice that our hands are at about the woman's eye level.
The second dance position we'll be discussing is semi-closed position, also known as promenade position. Here I'm going to rotate slightly right face, causing my partner to take her head towards her right-hand side and look down line of dance. This is semi-closed or promenade position.
Let's look at another position called butterfly position. In butterfly position, the partners are facing each other with both hands joined at shoulder level. You can see that we're quite far apart in butterfly, and the advantage of this position is it's a good one to practice your figures in. It's also quite commonly danced in the Latin dances.
Another position commonly danced in Latin dances is open facing. Here the man's left hand is joined with the woman's right hand, more or less at waist level. We are apart. The lady is still offset to the man's right side.
The next position we're going to look at is called half open position. In this position, we're both facing the same direction. Usually that's line of dance. However, we're retaining arm contact on one side of our bodies. We're going to be using this position in both our waltz routines and our nightclub routines.
Let's take a little closer look at the concepts of stretch and sway. If I'm evenly placed on my feet and I have a large wheel in front of me, if you imagine if I'm turning this wheel counterclockwise, you will see I have compression on my left side and I'm extending on my right side. We call this compression sway and this extension stretch. So when I'm turning left, I have left side sway and right side stretch. Now I'm going to take this wheel and I'm going to turn it right now. As you see, as I'm turning it right, I now have right side sway and left side stretch. So again, turning left, left side sway, right side stretch, turning right, right side sway and left side stretch. When dancing in a closed position, we very often will want to move our partner to the outside to enable a figure that has to be danced from the outside. We call this position a banjo position or contrabody. We accomplish this by stretching on one side when we rotate. In this position, we each have our lead foot free. I'm going to take 2 steps forward. I'm going to be rotating right face and stretching on my left side to take her to what is called a banjo or contrabody position. Now you see in this position, we both have an outside track. We can clearly dance through outside each other and not through each other's feet. Again, from closed position to contrabody or banjo, the lead for this figure is a right face rotation, left side stretch by lifting my left shoulder up. Contrabody or banjo position.
Let's talk a little bit about dance music. Most music is in 4/4 time. That means it has 4 beats per measure. A measure often begins when you hear a strong downbeat in the music. If we dance 1 step per beat, that's called a quick. So now our 4 beats would be danced quick, 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 quick. And since we take 4 weight changes, 1 on each quick, we will start the next figure with the same foot that we did the last figure. If 1 step is held for 2 beats of music, that's called a slow. And therefore your 4 quarter beats are danced slow, slow. When this happens, again, we only have 2 weight changes, so we'll start the next figure on the foot that we started the previous figure on. A lot of dance music has 3 weight changes per measure, and so those get danced slow, quick, quick, or quick, quick, slow. When that happens, you're only taking 3 weight changes, and as a result, if you start the first figure on your right foot and go slow, quick, quick, on the next figure you're going to start on your left foot. The last combination we want to tell you about is called a chassé. A chassé occurs when you take 3 steps in 2 beats of music. So, quick, quick, and you're going to add a 3rd step in the middle of that. We call that quick and quick. That means you're taking 3 weight changes in 2 beats of music. We use the chassés a lot in the Latins. Now let's look at this with music. We're listening to foxtrot music, and it has 4 beats per measure. Now you remember I mentioned that you can hear the downbeat because it's the strong beat at the beginning of a measure. So let's listen for that right now. 1, 1, 1. I hope you can hear that. This is 4/4 time music with a beat of 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You would dance that quick, 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 quick. Or if you were taking 1 step on 2 beats of music, you would dance this slow, 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 slow. You need to be able to listen for those in the music, those beats in the music. Now, foxtrot is danced slow, quick, quick. So if you were dancing foxtrot, you'd be dancing this slow, quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow, quick, quick. And lastly, we talked about a chassé. We would dance this quick and quick. So you'd have 2 chassés in a 4 beat measure. So that would sound like quick and quick, quick and quick, quick and quick, quick and quick. Lastly, let's look at waltz. The waltz is different music. 1 measure has 3 beats only. It again has a strong downbeat at the beginning, but we count this 1, 2, 3, and it sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So hopefully this will help you follow the beat in the dance music when you're dancing at home.